Easy, no Saga. How you doing? That's funny how you came so soon. Alright. Audio is good. Let's turn it off. Alright, cool. What are you up to, bro? That's a big laptop. No, I think it's pretty normal size. I think it's the fact that the camera's like right there. I don't know. I think it just it's the I don't know. But it's definitely not like a Chromebook or something small like that. Yeah. There's something on there. Just can't find it. It's 30. Oh, here it is. So bad. Anyway, doing okay, just hanging out. Alright, cool. So, let's see here. I'm hoping some more people come on. Just hanging out for now. Are you watching people on caffeine still or anything like that? Let's see here. I thought some people were gonna come over. Guess that did not happen. Watching Mark Wines. Oh, Wines. Oh yeah. He's I think I totally know who he is. Hold on. Mark Wines. All you can eat Thai street food in Thailand. I knew he's something with food. Okay, yeah. Got it, yeah. He's 5 million almost. Pretty big. Definitely wasn't that big when I last saw him. But $1.30 all you can eat buffet. That sounds good. That sounds really good price. Can't imagine. That's literally the price of snack. That wouldn't even give you a snack food on the street in US. You like couldn't even get you can get like anything. You couldn't get a burger. You couldn't even get a taco in the US for that price. Yeah. Pretty awesome. So how's everybody doing though? See, there's a few people watching. Let's see here. Let's see here. Dang, I wanted to try seeing this time of day and see if it work out. I don't think it is gonna. It's in Thailand, yeah. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, oh man, I would totally take it. I do plan to go to Thailand in the next couple years, so it's definitely on my list. It's been on my list for quite some time. There's a couple times I was close to deciding to go there when I was living in Japan, but chose some other places on top over it. Just because you can only choose so many places, at a time. So this is how it worked out. So doner kebab in Istanbul. Japanese food, yakiniku. Dude, some of these foods look amazing. Oh, hot pot. Oh, that's not hot pot. It looks just like hot pot though. It's street food in Lombok. It's just a picture. It kind of looks like it. It's cool. Hey, how you doing, Fred? What you doing up so early? Well, actually, no, it's not early for you. It's like 9:30. So never mind. It's like perfectly normal time, actually. It's kind of weird still that you guys can kind of see my legs. I literally looked around. Like I guess I could put a blanket on top. I don't know. Actually, I do have something. I have a blanket that would be perfect on here. I do have a blanket for this table. That would actually work. Well, yeah. How are you doing? Are you up to anything this week, guys? I'm going to definitely, like I said, I'm going to be uploading. Probably upload today, even though I'm doing a live now. But I'm kind of trying this new time. This is definitely not a time I've ever streamed even remotely near. This early in the morning, so like I think I've almost exclusively done night or afternoon. I actually haven't been asleep yet, guys. So um, the live I did last was actually on the. This is the same day as far as I'm good, as far as I'm concerned. This is actually the same day. Yeah, just woke up though. Yeah, that's cool. You're up so early. Nah, that's just kind of funny that literally you just woke up when I haven't even been to bed yet. So yeah. What's up, J and K? So there are people coming over. That's cool. Maybe this time isn't so bad. Yeah, that's cool. 6 coming. All right. If you have not, let's see here. If you have not drop kicked the like button, no. If you've not, let's see. I'm trying to think of the coolest name. If you have not, battery rams, nah. I gotta think of a really cool title for that. If you're not. If you have not broke the thumb blue, you must do it if you want. But what are you up to, J and K? With let's take him to school. Okay, cool. So yeah, I figured a lot of people are kind of in the like right starting work, but that's not everyone. So there's never gonna be a time to get everyone. It's not gonna happen. So I do realize that, and a lot of people are like, oh, don't do Sundays. Sundays are great for me, actually, though. That's when I get the most people. But at the same time, there's people who absolutely aren't on YouTube on Sundays. So I drop kick the like button. Like what's like the coolest wrestling move? The clothesline. There's a people's elbow. What else? Some other wrestling moves. LNF. What's that? Oh, I literally missed you. Sorry, I did not see you at all. Thanks, Fred, for seeing them. I was focused on how we're going to destroy the like button. Never been in here before. Hi, everyone. Oh, yeah. It's awesome to see you. Yeah, that's part of the benefit of being on at this time, because I'm going to see like people who are subscribed and stuff that just never come. They're gonna miss a lot of my videos because I just don't upload and I don't stream at their hours. So it's a cool thing. What I'm doing for work today: lawn care or painting doors. You know what you should really do, J and K? You should do what Mr. Beast did. Make a video on watching paint dry for like 20 hours or whatever he did. I think it might have been 24 hours actually. because he did a lot of 24-hour videos. So just watch paint dry for 24 hours, upload it to YouTube, make $5,000, and quit your job. I think that's the only logical solution that you could possibly do. Like, I don't think there's anything better than for you to watch 24 hours of paint drying right now. I don't see any possible. No, there's nothing better you could do with your life. That is the answer, J&K. Just telling. But hey, if you want to do lawn care instead of watching paint dry, I mean, like, whatever. Pile driver, yeah. Pile driver's good. What's your guys' favorite wrestling move? Because that maybe that'll be like go to. See. Stone Cold Stunner, Sweet Chin Music, Rock Bottom, Jackknife Powerbomb, Racers. I don't know that one. RKO. Okay, which one's the RKO? I totally knew this. RKO. I'm gonna mute my sound. There we go. Guys, you have to RKO the like button. So I just want to see some RKOs on that like button. How you doing, Luke? Awesome to see you on here, bro. So I've decided the rest. I want you to everyone to RKO the like button. None of that weak like. Oh, I'm gonna like hit the like button. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna kick it. No. I want an RKO on that like button. Been busy lately. Just got here home from working in Wyoming. That's cool, man. RKO that thing. That's right. You guys all know what RKO is? Because I know I heard of it. I don't know what it stands for. But I knew it was a wrestling move. But now I watched it, so I know, confirmed what it is. There you go. And this is not right without this being plugged in. Oh, it is plugged in. There we go. That has changed everything. Nothing, yeah, that's just completed the scene. There you go. Non-perishable. Okay, cool. Yeah, I figured you did mention that something like 9 days ago or whatever it was. So I actually almost did check my mail a few days ago because I remember he said that, and there's a chance someone else sent something, I don't know. So yeah, definitely gotta check that. Probably next Friday. To me, RKO is a movie studio. Never heard it in wrestling. Very well. Not sure what movie studio, but that does sound like it could be a movie studio. Actually, I kind of like the initials too, RKO. I just feel good. I like it. RKO Studios. How you doing though, Smitty? Awesome to see you here, bro. These are the loyals here. I mean, like, literally, like, you guys are all the loyals. It's not even a joke. Like, there's literally straight up people who are, like, always here. It's awesome to see you guys. Is that like a... Put my windows closed. You mean noise because it's called the city. So there you go. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get a blanket for this next time, guys. So it's not. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but it just feels weird for me to be have my legs showing. It's, I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me. But whatever. Good morning. How's your morning though? This is the start of your guys' week. Um, blanket on or tablecloth. I don't have a tablecloth, so I think a blanket works. I'm not. It's not gonna be like a blanket. It'll be. I'll show you. It's a different one. It's not gonna be this one, but it's like this idea. This is a different word. It's like a throw or whatever it's called. Um, double check my battery, make sure that's going pretty well. Okay, I'm over 70%, so I'm good. Like yeah, I'm talking like this kind of deal here. Some kind of thin like this. Plush. What is the word on that? Hey, throw. I don't know. Something like this. I'm gonna put this one in here right now. See how that looks. Yeah, that actually looks fine. Give me a moment, guys. Just gonna move this laptop over. How's that look? Alright, blanket or tablecloth. Monday. Oh, this feels nice actually. Kind of like this. Would not work with the mouse though, without a pad. Amanda Hamby. I told you guys that maybe I'll get people I don't normally get. That I guess I was right on that one. It's a good call. Yeah, caught it live. Yeah, you caught it live because this is the first time ever doing a morning stream. So I have not been to sleep yet actually. So this is still my day. So lately I've been going to bed like 5, but it seems like it's getting later and later every day. Because yesterday was 6, and I was like, whoa, it's been to 6, and now it's almost 7. And I probably won't be going to bed for like a solid hour still from now. But anyway, go to thing majig. Very well. This is do you guys know who oh, that's kind of, watch where my hand goes. But anyway, do you guys know who this one is? Search for the end of the internet. No, I just been on live streams. I was actually on two people's lives. So I had a live. Or no, was I did. Actually, I did 2 lives on caffeine yesterday. I did a live on YouTube. I did I was a guest on 2 other lives as well. So I was on 1, 2, 3, I think it was 5 lives, and then this one is, well, actually those technically were today. So technically, I guess I did 3 lives yesterday. This is my second one today. How you doing, Justimus? What's up? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed you, Benny Loco Urbexer. Gonna be dark in the morning soon. Morning veteran chat. Yeah, it's kind of awkward where this is, but whatever. It's how it's gonna be for right now. YouTube time. It's not like the real world time. Yeah. All right. So see how far. Yeah, it's pretty good. Fits nice. I'm just gonna flip it over next time. Yeah. Cool. Happy soon to be Equinox. Equinox. Yeah, and then Harvest Moon was on the Friday the 13th, the lucky day that it was. Now, 13 was kind of a lucky number for me before because, since people are less likely to pick it because it's unlucky, but a lot of people now have realized that, so it's no longer a lucky number to me. Let's see here. The second time catching you streaming. What are you making? I'm not making anything right now. I'm just chatting, to be honest, at the moment. What I did do, actually live stream making pasta, and also, well, I mean, not on my live, on someone else's live stream. I live stream making pizza and a pasta from scratch. So what I did yesterday was I basically made a now pizza sauce is supposed to be pureed rather than boiled or isn't that's basically the one of the main differences between pizza and pasta sauce. However, I don't have any machine to do that, so I went ahead and basically made a pasta sauce and used it for my pizza. So I added oregano, olive oil, ricotta, and I used real ricotta and um so it's actually from Italy, and I didn't use yeast because yeast doesn't really matter when you're cooking it right away or baking it right away because it's literally not going to make a difference if it has like 30 minutes to rise. Let's see here, and I actually got so much better at actually making a circular pizza. It actually looked like a proper circle this time. I just been getting that little bit of muscle memory, and I realized I was adding too much water. So every day I'm getting a little better at it. And also I made my own homemade pasta. Yesterday I made a bulk of it, and so I actually streamed cooking. I just made spaghetti and stuff like that. Bunch of ingredients. So yeah. Vargas. Oh, Vargas. I'm here. I'm doing the laundry. Oh yeah, and also I made washing soda yesterday. Washing soda. Do you guys know how to make washing soda? I only give you 10 seconds to answer because people are going to look it up. Do you know what washing soda is? Press or did roll it? No, I'm doing it by hands because you can totally make a nice circular pizza by hand with practice. So it actually looked like a legit circle, and also you can put it in a container that's circular as well. That's why I kind of did I'm using like an ice cream bucket, and I was forming it to that, basically a circle around, and it was like perfect. And then I was like, hey, I just need like 2 more inches wide pizza, so I was just playing it with more. And once it starts to stretch, it just gets easier. So, and then I learned like when you're stretching the dough, I didn't quite get it before, but with practicing, I realized like, cause you know how they do like this thing like where there's one hand is doing this kind of weird thing. I don't know how to do exactly that way, but I figured out what they're doing was they're kind of rotating and like stretching like this. So I'm working on those. How you doing, Zeno? From Joyzy Point. You know about washing soda. I'm not sure why I know that, but very well. So yeah, for you guys who don't know washing soda, I've seen differentiation between the time and temperature, but basically it is baking soda. It becomes sodium bicarbonate. I mean, it goes from sodium bicarbonate to sodium carbonate, which is basically it's not good for organic tissue, so you're not really supposed to touch it. And also, it does release a lot of carbon dioxide, not carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, just for reference, but still is a strong amount if you're in a not ventilated area and all that. Um, so just be careful on that. And then, with the powder and stuff, you're not supposed to breathe in. It's a little bit toxic and stuff or whatever. It's so alkaline. It's like 11 pH, whereas baking soda is around 8. So it's a little just strong. It's basically you're just baking it, and that's about it. And it just becomes washing soda, and you can buy washing soda right at the store. Um, so yeah, it's better. It's better for cleaning. Yeah, more efficient. It's literally the same thing. All you have to do is bake it, or you can just buy washing soda. But what's the fun in that, right? Pinoy Street Ball, what's up, bro? Kinabog. Maybe I should have made this a StreamYards. I actually haven't filmed a StreamYards yet. I've only used Google Hangouts, and they got rid of it, I believe, August 26th. And so I have not done a chat like that since then. Holla. What's the frown for? Is that because no group chat like that? CO and CO2 are a big difference. Yeah, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Yeah, absolutely. Huge difference. But carbon dioxide in excess is not good for you, though, either. Because, you need oxygen to breathe. Yeah. Anyway. Or do you? No, it's okay. So, anyway, I just turned on my vent and I didn't have an issue. See here. Fred's good. Iba talaga si Kinabog. Ano na? I mean, okay. Mabuhay kina po. Pinoy Street Ball. That's hoping as I've seen a live. What? This is hoping as I've seen a live in a while. Good stuff. I've seen a live. I'm not sure what you mean, Smitty. Does anybody like abandoned or scary? That's what I do. I like abandoned, but I know exactly your channel because I watch you. I haven't watched you lately, but I definitely have watched your channel a few times. Trying to see which one. Oh wow, it really has been a while since I watched. Huh? It's been a month. Very well. Time goes by. Jaime, what's up, bro? How you doing? So this actually did work out, guys. This is like the most. Maybe morning streams actually work. It is literally not even 7 a.m., but hey. If I have to wake up at 6 to do a live stream, so be it. And I didn't wake up, I'm still awake from yesterday, but it's neither here nor there, but I am. See, no way. Maybe since I have so many people, I don't think I have anything to open. I don't know. Let me see. There's something I can actually open. I don't know, guys. This might be a little too much, but you know what I could do? If you guys want to see some pain and suffering in the morning to get you started, I could eat a Carolina Reaper pod. That'll get everyone started, and that'll keep me up for the rest of the day. Because, yeah, how can you sleep after eating Carolina Reaper? So I could do that. Maybe yeah, I'll forgo this because I want to do this on an upload. I already uploaded this, but I have to be ready for this to like actually successfully eat it. Dude, I was about to say if I get 15 in the chat, I'll eat one of these, but there's literally 15 in the chat. So if I could get 17 in the chat, I'm gonna take advantage of that, right? If I get 17 in the chat, you guys will see me eat a Carolina Reaper. I'm serious, 17. Alright. So, okay. If you guys share this out, let's get 17 people. I'm going to eat this Carolina Reaper. If you guys don't know how spicy this is, have you guys had a habanero? This is 22 times, was it 22 times higher than a habanero, I believe? Or was it than a jalapeno? But either way, dang it was 2.2 million Scoville at maximum. This is, when I talked to Ed Curry, he actually literally sold me this specific one. I actually got it from him in person. So it's 2.2 million. I want to say it was 22 times, but it was me. I'm not sure if it was versus a jalapeno or not. Well, Carolina Reaper versus habanero. Yes, I am correct. It's 22 times hotter than a habanero. And just so you guys know, habanero is several times hotter than a jalapeno. So it'd be something like whatever it is, like 40 times hotter than a jalapeno. Is Fernbark here? Or what? Oh, no. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Amanda, how is Dylan? Like, oh, okay. Get a walk. Good morning. Guys, share this out. Just 3 more. I'm gonna eat one of these things, and you guys can watch me suffer in the morning to help you wake up, and it'll keep me going on for a while because I'm going to be stuck at home. Probably. So I'm like nervous about this. Like, is this even safe? I don't know. Not safe. It's capsaicin. It's basically activates the TRPV1 receptor into having the sensation of burning, but it actually does not typically harm someone. Now, someone's body can overreact, and I believe yes, and you can go into to some type of shock or something, but usually it's basically uh, your body. You should get knocked out first before you can eat enough spicy food to actually knock you out, or to actually damage you. That's what I meant to say. Don't touch your eyes now. Did I literally? I did just touch my eyebrow. Thank you, Benny Loco, for pre-warning me on that, because I did touch my eyebrow after touching this. Now it's a dry pepper, so it shouldn't be remotely as bad as far as touching my skin. Yeah, it shouldn't be remotely as bad because it's not wet, but that I don't want to test the theory, especially with the Carolina Reaper. Like, maybe if I'm gonna test that, I should test it with like a jalapeno, dry jalapeno first, right? Nah, nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Tika, what's up? It's gonna be crazy, guys. Two more people on the stream. Get if it's so like one person shares this out, we can get to 17. Two more people. I'm gonna eat this Carolina Reaper. Is this a stem? Am I supposed to eat this part or not? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't smell that spicy. Like, it doesn't feel. But I know it's not. That is very deceptive. Because Carolina Reapers do actually have a sweetness. It's just super hot. But they're actually delicious peppers. Like, if you have just a little bit, it's really actually quite a delicious pepper. Any new videos? Yeah, I'm gonna be sorry. Fred, stop making up words. Wait. Fred's vocabulary, what's that? Mono aminoxidase. Huh. So one amino oxidase. Okay. Oh, what's this reference? Monoamino oxidase is. I don't see the context here. Oh, okay. You're saying watch out for that. Got it. So I think what I'm gonna say is, so I have milk here and water here. I am going to consume it after, but I'm going to. I think is 1 minute fair, because I don't think. I think 5 minutes sounds excessive. 1 minute, I can't drink anything for one solid minute. Is that fair enough? So, all right. I'm not. How you doing? Golden retro and movies. Please don't. Now, I'm not gonna take myself out. Like I said, it should knock you out first before it's that spicy. I actually do have a whole bunch of these, so it's not. I'm not wasting per se. I do need to practice for that ramen, so it's actually a perfect excuse, because these are. I can open and close this. It smells so. It smells like a spicy sweetness. I mean, it smells good. Alright, just taste it. Like, we can do that. This is like a stem. Like, legit, am I actually supposed to eat this part? I don't know, whatever. I'll take a nibble. Now, the thing about the Carolina Reaper is it's not that hot up front. It's not going to be that bad. For like the first seconds, it's nothing. No more transmission. Wait, bugs. I am going to. Actually, yes, Benny Loco. I'm planning to, as long as YouTube's okay with that. I believe it is. I'm gonna double check, because the rules have been changing a lot in the last month. So, just want to double check first. Nah, it wasn't that bad. All right, guys. I don't think 17 is coming anytime soon, and I don't want to make you guys wait 10, 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna go ahead. So, can I get a drum roll? What if it's not even hot? What if it's like a fake Reaper? I don't know. We'll see. You guys will see. Waiting for your face to turn red and smoke to come out of your ears. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Luke North. Should I just eat the whole thing, or am I gonna take a couple bites? Whole thing, guys, or just a bite, a couple bites? Guys, now mind you, I don't have a high tolerance. Like, this is legit for me. Like, this is gonna be painful. Like, there's people who can actually eat this, but the joy is in that I can't eat this. I'm forcing myself. Cheers, man. Down the hatch. All right, down the hatch. 3, like, that's a 1. 3, 2. Benny Loco? That was a bad idea. Yes. Okay, 1 minute, guys. It's been like 5 seconds now. Has it been 5 minutes? Feels like it. Hey, CT, I just say that Carolina Reaper. Why is it so hot? I don't know, that's a minute. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh gosh. What do I do? Oh, man. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. Got a little chest pain going on. It's so hot. Oh. It's actually starting to subside a little bit, slightly. I'm gonna get some ice. I can't drink more water than this. I'm already full. Alright. I actually feel better now. My stomach doesn't, but my mouth. I don't have lemonade, but yeah, citrus does help cut the burn. Thanks, bro. Pinoy. Thank you, Fanny Loco. Huh, I feel a lot better now. Kind of went away kind of fast. I think it's gonna be worse. Oops. Ow. Need a new one. Ah. My stomach actually feels much better now. Okay. I'm actually surprised how quickly that cut down. It actually didn't stay for that long. I mean, I don't know, expected. The burn was even worse than I imagined, but the time was half of what I thought it would be. So, am I going to be okay? Not in an hour from now, I'm not going to be okay, Zeno. This ice is working really well because when when the ice is working really well Guys, you can only drink so much water. There's a lot of stuff to help to cut, like bread as well. See a teacup? Ice chips. Why ice chips? I would actually say ice cubes are probably my favorite thing for spicy food. I know milk is the most popular, but because of the fat, I think it was. But I know there was actually a protein in there, wasn't there? Oh, wow. But ice cubes seem to work the best for me. Dead ends the nerves. Greek yogurt fan. Huh? I have, I think, heard about Greek yogurt like one time for spicy. I think the Good Mythical Morning. They did they tried like 5 different things for after eating, like they didn't eat a Carolina Reaper or something, but they ate something super spicy. Whatever it was. Maybe it was. Buttermilk. You know, there's probably some specific part of milk in particular. It's probably the fat or something, so buttermilk maybe. Well, I guess I needed water anyway. That's how you guys get your day started. Eat a Carolina Reaper before you go to work. It might not be too productive during work, but you will have no trouble getting back up. You'll have no trouble staying up. Bino, you just really missed out. I just ate a Carolina Reaper. You might even want to, if I were you, I'd probably even like rewind like 5 minutes or whatever it was. Because I'm at the end of the burn. I'm actually starting to feel okay. But yeah, I had a Carolina Reaper, which is 22 times hotter than a habanero. I actually got this directly from Ed Curry, who's the creator, in person. Because I used to live right near there. And, yeah. He said it's like 95% as hot, so it's like 5% less hot than a not dry. But I've also heard that there's a catch to it because with dry peppers it's more concentrated, so it's not exactly like that. See you, Smitty. Huh. It's not as bad as the Carolina Reaper ramen though. But I might have a little more tolerance now, so I'm not really sure. It's worth the rewatch. Thanks. How much did I drink more water? Or did I spill more water? I'm like, just throw that on me. I was like forcing myself to stay here because I didn't want to. Because I didn't want to, you know, run around with the phone. But yeah. Plus, it's not in selfie mode, so. Yeah. Awesome, BNO. Take care, J&K. I feel good. My stomach's actually okay. No more chest pain. Feeling good. I'm not going to be saying that in half an hour, whenever it strikes back, but it's Luke, the answer is I don't know. That's the answer. As soon as I get the capital is really the answer. So that's one move. Once I get the money to actually do it. That's why I'm probably gonna start vending first because it's cheaper to get in. And also I need to learn how to make a website or hire someone. Because yeah, I can make it. I could probably figure out a basic website, but making a website actually good enough for a business. I can do the payment transactions and is solid and stuff. I know a lot of people do things like Shopify or whatever, but I think I want a real, ground up made website. But I mean, if it's a matter of starting or not, I can maybe start on something and then switch over and make a website later. But sometimes it's better to just start than to worry about doing it right. Or I want to say, grow. Yeah, a lot of businesses start in a cheapest. Oh, dude, the burn is coming back because I don't have. What the heck? Because I haven't been. Well, that's not cool. Apparently, I can't stop eating ice. And drink plenty of fluids. Starting off cheap, but I don't want to sell cheap tea. I only want to sell like maybe upper mid grade to highest grade. And I want to sell cheap teas, even though they might sell better. I want to do like specialty and stuff like that. That's what's in my mind. I'll see how it works out. But that's my goal. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Ew, coffee. Let me see here. Let me see here. That's kind of weird. I can't. I feel fine now. I guess it kind of gives a numbing effect too, because I mean it's frozen. Fair point. I didn't even think of that. I want to wash my hands. This is what I should wear next time, guys. Right here. Some of these. See you, Jordan. Hashtag touching stuff. Very well. They are. That's spicy. So anyway, as I was saying, if I can talk. I have at least 3 reviews coming up of rations because I've already recorded them all. Spanish, an IMP I did with J&K, and Emery Star that I made back in like April, and I just never put it out. I think I was having trouble with my video editor. It was giving me issues with it. And now that I have an actual laptop, it should be no issue. I had just kind of forgot about it because there's a lot of videos of like travel and stuff that I never put up yet. I have like 30 videos right now to put together. So I really don't even need to film anything. Like, if I didn't want to film this month, I could literally do that. I have that many on backup. Good review video. Sounds like it. Yeah, and I like to do mainly uploads, but, you know, this was fun for you guys, I guess. Not for me. No, but actually, I kind of like it. I like the way it hurts. It's also a song, you know. I need to figure out what to do to get rid of this actually looks super cool. I need to figure out what to do to get rid of that kind of freezer taste. You know what I'm talking about? Like I tasted my ice. It's not like terrible. It's just my freezer's pretty clean, but I need to figure out what makes stuff taste a particular way in the freezer and what I can do with it. Dude, this is like amazingly frozen. You see this? This is like the coolest thing. It's like literally like a glass broke inside. It's not catching quite well. Let me try changing the lighting here. Maybe a different color or something. Gotta learn which colors to use. Because I'm using right now, I'm using the mixed light. Let's see here. Not pick up any better. Yeah, it actually picks up better for that. Cool. I love Rita's ice, but you can't get it everywhere. Yeah, I was thinking of baking soda because I'm gonna do that in the fridge, but I wasn't sure. Does it really work in the freezer? Food coloring your ice. Huh. I suppose that makes a lot of sense. I've never thought to put food coloring in ice. That is a solid point. I know I've done stuff with uh, like Kool-Aid or something, Kool-Aid cubes. Back when, like, 20 years ago, when I was very little. Yes, 20 years ago. I was a young child 20 years. Jeez, time goes by. Yeah. Like I said, I did just make a um, washing soda out of some baking soda. Just to me, it's today, but for everyone who didn't stay up the entire night and it is now morning, yesterday I made washing soda. So, like, what I heard is, as I was saying before, I think it's like 400 degrees for an hour is what the recommendation is. For that, I didn't make it in the oven because I saw that a lot of people do it stovetop, and I have a electric. That's good. That's hot. Electric skillet, whatever. That's quite big, and it goes up to 400. So I was like, why don't I just make it there? I don't have a deep pan for the oven, so it's much easier because otherwise I would be making it on a pizza stone and it doesn't work that well. So there you go. It'll be sweeter. Yeah, I've heard about 2 teaspoons, but I mean a teaspoon of baking soda I've heard about, but maybe it was 2. It's the same they say for vinegar. It's kind of funny because they're opposites, but they say, baking soda and vinegar. Not together necessarily, but yeah, in general. Because I use apple cider vinegar in specific, not distilled white or anything, but I do drink a capful, so it's not even a teaspoon, but I figure that's pretty good, and it's like it's definitely good for you. You can bathe in it and stuff. I think Romans did bathe in it. Not that all of them did. I don't know how many, but heard of it. How you doing, anonymous channel? Sir, good night and yeah. Yes, it's just becoming morning, but it is. We're gonna be sleeping about the same time because since there is like 9:30 p.m. now, and here's 7:30 a.m. Hey, I'm really behind on sleep. But guys, I haven't been up that late. It's like I got up at like 11:40 yesterday, so it's not as bad. It's not like I got up at 7. Anyways, I'm fine. Also amazing for you, yeah. Um, yeah, I'll try the baking soda in the freezer too. It's just Yeah, I just don't like. Well, the thing is, also, I literally don't have anything in the freezer. I literally don't have one frozen item except ice itself. That's literally all I have in the freezer. That's part of the reason I didn't bother, cause like, yeah. Oh, how you doing, Todorki? It's awesome to see you here, dude. I ate a Carolina Reaper. If you wanna rewind a bit, I'm just kind of getting over it. Um, it's it's basically it's 22 times hotter than a habanero. And I was saying I actually got it from Ed Curry himself. Like he literally sold it to me, in person, at his store. It's called Pucker Butt. So very well. You love emojis. That's pretty awesome. Oh, a bunch of you guys love. See Benny and Anonymous. You guys love emojis. I like using some emojis. Yeah. Very well. I wonder. My question is, how much longer from now am I going to regret this a second time? But anyway, get ready for season 4. Season 4 of what? Here is that an actual show? Is Todorki an actual show? Hold up. 4.2 hours. I'm gonna check this Todorki out. Is that an actual show? I mean, I feel the burn still, but it's like subtle enough. It's not really bothering me that much. Yeah, it is an actual show. Shoto Todoroki. Ah, Todoroki. And your play off that is Todoroki. Okay. Shoto Todoroki. Okay. Yeah, because that makes more sense. Because I was looking at Todoroki is not possible in Japanese. Because it's Rariruredo is the R sound, so very well. That makes sense. So if you have not RKO'd the like button, would you please do so? Give it a nice clothesline, some people's elbow, you know, that kind of stuff. Throw Carolina Reaper at the like button. Show it who's boss. My Hero Academia. Okay, yeah. Okay, very well. That makes sense. Yeah, that was another person was actually talking about that as well. That they liked that show. No, yeah. I should not be touching my face without clothing. That could have been regrettable. That could have been one of those regrettable moments right there. Just gave that like button a tapeworm. And that was creative. Kind of weird creative one. Like, give my thumbs button a tapeworm. I don't know how I feel about that, but you know what? A number came up. I don't know. But very well. Thank you. I don't think my like button will like you very much, but I do. Oh. Now I just feel in my stomach. My mouth is pretty much fine. It's not going to get any worse than this. It's only going to get better as far as here. Now it's going to make its time. Give me like some chest pain. And yeah, we'll see. Yogurt dude for the belly. I don't have yogurt, but I do thank you for the suggestion. If I did, I would definitely try it. I know one thing is not to eat spicy on empty stomach, which I did eat just like 2 hours ago, so it should be fine on that. Because I know like if I hadn't eaten within the last few hours, I probably would extra be regretting this. I think since it's a dried pepper, it's not so really on my fingers and stuff. That's what I've noticed. Have yogurt on your hands? Uh, maybe, I don't know. I've never really had my fingers burned from peppers. They don't really bother my fingers. Now, what would bother it would be if it got in that nail. My cuticles are actually pretty solid right now, so they're pretty healthy right now, so hopefully it wouldn't get in there. Yep, I just said cuticles. Yes, I did. Because they're cute. Tickles. On hand, i.e. the fridge. Dude, actually, I was actually learning that the fridge, the handle of the fridge is one of the very number one dirtiest things in the home. Very well. I learned that it is, how they like to say, this is dirtier than your toilet bowl. And I think the fridge handle is one of those things that are actually dirtier than your toilet bowl. So anything as dirty as or more or dirtier than a toilet bowl is disgusting. And a sink is actually also dirtier than your toilet bowl. Yeah, so your kitchen sink, specific. Dude, I'm not a dude. Dude, expressively dude. But, Benny Loco. Um, yeah. Germs will keep you alive as well as get you dead. Yeah. And then the funny thing is, they talk about the good bacteria versus bad bacteria, and it's just from everything I've read, they don't really know all the good bacteria. For one, there's just probably billions of type of bacteria, but they don't know the exact balance. They can't say, oh well, your stomach should be 0.05% bacilli, this and that, and yeah. So that balance is kind of a mystery and pretty much uncontrollable. Bacteria will do what they want to you. How many cavemen died from a bad stream pool? What? Do you know what that means, to be honest? Bad stream pool. Huh. I'm punching over way too much. I will move the laptop significantly closer so I don't do that. Very well. It was awesome spending this morning with you guys. I feel okay for now. Just a little bit, kind of right here, solar plexus, I believe. This is right in the center. That was 100 years ago. That is pretty wild that you did that. How you doing, Urban? Awesome to see you here. I just if you want to go back, I actually ate a Carolina Reaper 15-20 minutes ago is when I scarfed it down. And if you have not, please RKO the like button. If you don't know what RKO is, please clothesline the button. If you don't know what clothesline the button is, lukewarm. Luke North said he gave the like button a tapeworm. So if you don't know what any of those wrestling moves are, you could give the like button a tapeworm. Keep it simple. Don't know how that works, but I don't know. You can do it. E. coli. Very well. And unfortunately, we all are exposed to E. coli regularly. So there you go. Very well, Urban. Gotcha. Huh. That's really long. Dude, I had like, I switched my shirt because I was like, I was drenched all the way to like middle of my shirt. It's funny for me. So another funny thing about spicy food and water is that it's a double-edged sword because it does spread it throughout your entire mouth, but at the same time it helps rinse it out. So it's definitely a double-edged sword on that. And I believe that was one of the points for bread because it doesn't spread it as much. Very well. Yogurt next time. I don't know. I'll try it. I can try it. If I have yogurt, I will definitely try it. I plan to make some kefir at home. I'm guessing that's equivocal enough to yogurt, hopefully. So yeah. I'm going to also, with my whole milk, I'm going to play with it just to see how well it works out. I'm going to try buttermilk, ghee, and all that stuff. I'm going to make it all from my whole milk because I want to see how it works. You can also make whipped cream. I can't really make whipped cream because I don't really have that. That you kind of need something that can stir super fast. I don't have any kind of thing like that. So, but the other stuff I can all make. I can make all those other things. How are you doing, AK Fade? Try my yogurt maker. Is there such thing as a yogurt maker? Huh. There's a machine for everything now, huh? Very well. She's gonna try a yogurt maker. That's interesting. I do plan to ferment cheeses, and all kinds of stuff, including yogurt. There was a specific company I already think I'm picking that I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff from, and like sourdough starter and stuff. Now for sourdough, wild yeast is supposed to be kind of like amazing to do it. Basically, wild yeast is basically water, flour, left out for a day. It's like 3 days for it to like fully culture, and then it kind of goes dormant. And you can feed it to help it grow. It's little cups in it, and it heats up. Huh. I will check this yogurt maker right now. Definitely curious. does have little cups in it. Yeah, I don't really know the specific processes to yogurt, so interesting. Now for your yogurt, are you using like, are you fermenting yourself, or are you just getting like a batch of something, or how's that work for you? How's your way? Curing in room temps. Watch Thompson's a lot. They seem to have success at it. Um, yeah, it just room temperature is good for a lot of things, especially when it comes to like fermenting and stuff. It's not the worry like um one of the big things I go by is just this is kind of a no brainer, but also important at the same time. You can do all you want to make sure you store things safely, but if you just ate it fresh in the first place, then that issue is pretty much non-existent. Now I'm not saying don't store things, but I'm just saying that's just kind of how I go. I right now I'm pretty much just what I'm kind of doing is I have the ingredients to make stuff. So I could literally make pounds of pasta right now. I can make tons upon tons of rice. I have enough rice to survive an entire month, without a doubt, and I have enough beans and stuff. So I make it fresh in the moment. Now I'm going to start, making for a little longer periods, but this is another aspect to go to. How long are you gonna store it? And like the other thing, people are like, they're like, how many years can I store pasta? I'm like, I want to know the answer too, just to be safe and get an idea and stuff. But there's no way I'm letting pasta go 3.5 years or more. Because that's depending on like egg pastas, egg noodle pastas. They say don't preserve, don't hold too well in storage, and it just kind of depends if you have a really nice seal and how it's made and stuff. But anyway, I don't want to hold it that long. So generally I try to keep a fresh stock. You know what I mean? But I was watching stuff on Townsend about storing eggs, and it was lime slack or something. What was it called? Anyway, it's like a stone, and basically you can store eggs in there for like 8 months or above. They had said 8 months, 100% of eggs are pretty much are safely stored, and this is because these are before fridge things. So like um most all your foods can be stored without a refrigerator if you do it right. Like you can store chicken. You can store chicken without a fridge. I mean, like they were eating chicken for thousands of years before fridges. Now sometimes it was because it was in the moment, but a lot of people were storing things, under the soil, and inside of leaves or whatever, leaves that might be antimicrobial or whatever. They might not have known it was per se antimicrobial, but they knew the effect by trial and error. Let me go back to before I started talking a lot. Anyway, anyway, how to head off. Have to head off. It was awesome to see a golden retro in movies. I probably am way too late to say that for you to hear me, but thank you for coming by anyway. See golden. Yeah, that makes sense. AK Fave. That's pretty much usually how fermentation goes. But I know that might not be the case with all things. Some things you want to just start fresh sometimes, but it just depends. Because sometimes it's like a balance of like could make it with the old stuff, but do you want to go through effort, or it just depends on the thing. Like friendship, red culture is eternal res. As long as you have flour. I promise you. Oh, you watched that? I actually just watched that like 2 days ago. That's awesome. Yes, I've known about this shelf stable thing for quite a while because when I was surprised when I went to Peru and the people were keeping eggs on the counter. I didn't understand it. I didn't know about that layering then, but I found out about it when I was in Mexico. So I found out about it like a year and a half or something ago. I wasn't aware of that. That most of the world stores their eggs out. Same thing for pasteurized milk. Unpasteurized milk is better for you, but does of course run the risk of getting sick. So it's kind of a it's I can't disagree with the idea. I just can't. I wish it was an option to get unpasteurized. Like they could just put a warning label saying, "Hey, this is unpasteurized. This could be potentially contaminated," like or something like that. And then you just know if you're getting unpasteurized to get it from a quality source and be willing to pay $8 for the milk or whatever it is because it'll be exclusive market. Because in the U.S. we're afraid of a lot of foods and for fair reasons. A lot of people have passed away due to unfortunate errors in food. Especially in 1800s when industrialization was just starting, fridges were just coming out. 100 years ago and stuff, and there were a lot of errors. A lot of things people don't understand that we do now. But anyway, pasteurized milk and oh, very well. I take that back, AK Fabe. I did not know that. I will check that out because I actually specifically want that because I was specifically told, not by like person, but like online, I was specifically told unpasteurized is superior for making cheese. Profit margins, yeah. Gotcha. I see why you're saying that. I honestly didn't know that in kayfabe. That is actually a thank you. That's definitely a thank you moment. I will make a note of that right now. I do not want to forget that milk. I don't. I'm just literally typing into my browser because I was not planning to make a note. But milk at local co-ops unpasteurized. So I agree with that method of putting a warning label. I think it's very fair that they should have a warning label. It makes perfect sense because people ought to know. I mean, I love nutrition labels. I think they're a very good thing. Whether people can say like, well, then we have to do testing and stuff. It's like, yeah, it takes money and testing. It's just an unfortunate thing, but you gotta keep people safe. And people gotta be informed. And the government's job is protect people. It's kind of the point. It's supposed to be the point. Real raw milk produced under healthy and sanitary conditions and full of antimicrobial immune supporting components. I mean, it just makes sense that it's antimicrobial and stuff because the whole point of milk is to keep the baby safe. If the baby's not safe, then obviously we've got an issue here. So most pasteurized milk, as long as the cow is healthy, in my mind, I'm not a bovine scientist, but I'm not a bona fide bovine scientist, but you know, it should naturally be safe. in most situations, as long as the mother's healthy. Um, yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff in there. I was watching a thing about fish in Northern Europe because a lot of times people think of like Northern Europe being standard for health and all these kinds of things, and it was, I believe, Norway that has the most contaminated fishing in the world because they basically have giant ponds and like or lakes that are just filled of these fish farms, and that's like one of the main incomes of the country, and they have like this top technology and with these highly advanced methods of getting these fish comes all those crazy things they add. So it's considered like it's safer to get from a third world country that you don't know rather than there. So that's where they're going at. And also another scary thing about fish is that it's very commonly mislabeled, um, and it could be you don't want that fish, and it's or it could say it's from a different country than it really is because fish can pass hands and stuff, from one supplier to a middleman, somewhere, wholesalers, all those kinds of things. So yeah, and illness, yeah, AK gonna go back a little bit. There are the issue. There are the issue. Milk and cheese and milk. Pasteurized milk makes the best cheese. Yes, thank you for confirming that, Benny. Awesome to hear that from a second person. Um, make milk for babies. Human milk does the body good. And I know there's a debate against using milk from other animals, how other animals don't do this, and so on. I get that. And some people say milk isn't good for you as an adult. But anyway, um, Luke doesn't like the taste. I'm not sure, Benny Loco, that's the reason, to be honest. But I mean, I have my own opinion, but I'm not gonna get into. So that one in specific, I don't feel that's the reason why. But hey, um, I'm no expert on the topic. See, milk is supposed to have natural protectants. Yes, self-made milk is full of hormones. Yeah, um, I've heard some bad stuff, and I've heard some solid protection of these kind of like Simulac, I believe is called, and stuff. Now, of course, I mean it's a no brainer if the mother's unable to produce, and I mean although there probably is some way to share with another mother who can or something probably, but I mean if it's like a baby taken by state or I mean like those situations, of course, that I mean it's better than not having it, right? I mean I would assume. Um, I have no problem with breastfeeding, breast breastfeeding. Um, prefer goat milk. Yes, it's I've consistently heard goat milk is better now. It is of course far more expensive, but that is for a reason. It is more limited, and a lot of those animals are not as developed for milking, and that's why they use cows. They significantly produce more milk. Um, but goats, because they're not heavily used, are more kind of they're just not haven't been developed as much as cows, so they just haven't got to them. With all those like genetic modifications and stuff that they do. I mean, they literally have things like they put holes in cows' stomachs so they can more easily access their stomachs and stuff. It's just crazy, like the stuff they do. It's unbelievable. And some of it is very logical and maybe weird, but it's very logical. But other things are like, why would I want that thing in there? Like, just don't put it. Like food coloring. Like Benny Loco, you said something about food coloring and ice, and I'm like, I don't do food coloring. Nothing personal. I was just like, why would I add something? Now there's some you could totally make a natural food coloring. I could literally use like a perfectly healthy plant like basil. I don't know. You can make whatever. I can make food coloring out of that. But typically it's something artificial. And yeah. Anyway, you grew up drinking goat milk. That is awesome, dude. It's very interesting. Hey XX Ben XX, how you doing? Back to basics for the last 5 years. I lost 130 pounds. Not eating the crap they say is good for us. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, eating healthy is eating healthy, right? I'm learning about canning now. I feel I pretty much know everything I need. Like I learned don't keep those O rings on. I'm talking about the rings around the mason jars. Don't keep them on after canning. You take those off immediately after putting it in the pressure canner. You take it off because you can't accurately see that the seal is broke is solid, and also it literally has no function to keep that ring on after pressure canning. Just stuff like that, and a lot of people keep those on. It's incorrect. Um, Stuff like that, and they were saying like anyway, yeah, just stuff like that. Causing proper sealing, yeah, there you go. So I didn't know that, and now I probably would have found out before I canned, but I'm glad I did my research because maybe I would have not done it for my first batch. Who knows? Like if I didn't do proper research. Now it should say it in the manual, I would assume, because they said really read those manuals when you get them, because it's like canning is simple, but it's serious. It's simple but serious. Yeah, that's how I take it anyway. It's like um it's like not leaving out the food. Like, don't leave out your food for 10 hours. If you did, you have to throw it away. Period. Um, because most food is 4 hours time limit. If you left it out for 10 hours, too bad. So sad. It's gotta go. It's just not worth it. Like to save like $2 versus a really terrible day. It's not worth it. Dude, that is awesome, Benny Loco. I'm very curious. I've been considering like not homesteading. Don't take it too literal, but like half homesteading. What I mean by that is I want to take a lot of those principles and like I'm right now. I haven't planted them all yet, but I have like 7 plants right now going at home. Um, just I have like I don't know like whatever, like 20 more that I'm gonna start growing pretty soon. You did. I actually am fermenting tea right now. So it's actually called the champagne of kombuchas. I don't know if you know what kombucha is. Probably do. But anyways, basically it's just fermented tea. So symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast is put in, and you have tea and a sugar, or for a case of John, it's actually honey. So I believe honey. I mean, sorry. I believe Jun is actually healthier than kombucha, and it ferments faster. So it's like it's a win-win. And also, I like the taste better than kombucha. Not now. I love kombucha still, but I'm saying I like kombucha's with black tea. Green tea's better, in my opinion. And I'm very into tea, and so I say that for a multitude of reasons. I like green tea better. Ferments faster, like I said, it's just it's awesome, dude. Or it's awesome. What do you have to eat in the morning? I had a Carolina Reaper like 30 minutes ago. I guess that was my morning meal. I had pasta. I made a homemade pasta, like tomato sauce and stuff, like 3 hours ago or something now. Kefir is called the champagne of yogurts too. Huh, very well. Champagne. Champagne. I think it's how it went. Something like that. We're going to be homesteading in a few months looking for the ideal piece of property. Yeah, I think I want a homestead, but I don't want to take it to like the serious, I don't want to be like, almost all homesteaders, very, very, very few are like truly off grid, 'cause it costs a ton of money starting that up, like, and also time, you can have all that, but your plants need time to grow. You need time to figure out what you're doing. So it'll take at least 3 years before you get like a really solid base on what you do. Even if you know what you're doing, it'll still take you a year or whatever. Um, to be like pretty solidly self sufficient, but whatever time I'm just kind of saying an opinion time. But yeah, it's just a lot of work for certain things, and I think certain things aren't worth it to make at home as far as time, because if it takes you 10 hours to make something and it could be equally bought in store, like because there's just some things that are like not that worrisome of a product, like yeah, depends on aren't off grid. Oh, I didn't mean that they're all off grid. I didn't mean like that. I just meant I don't know. Because I did go to some of those places in Hawaii also. There's so many there that are people that are homesteaders or whatever you want to call them. You know, I saw a lot of it. Some of them actually were off grid as well. So I guess it's need to fix my phrasing a little bit. Sorry about that. Um, Carolina Reaper for breakfast. Yes, that was a weird laugh. Is drinkable fermented yogurt. So, yeah, it's kefir is I believe original to India. I know it's commonly had. A lot of milk drinks are had in India. So it's kefir and also what was the other one? There was a anyway. I think I downloaded the YouTube video. The lady made such a good video that I actually downloaded it. Cause she broke down how to make ghee. She did this all with whole milk. Like she broke down the whole thing and she made this drink. It's fairly common drink if you know Indian milk drinks. But anyways, whatever. She showed how to make this like mint milk and stuff, and it was pretty awesome. Anyway, and it's kind of funny. Like I know people say nowadays, like, oh, people don't know how to make things. It's like, well, industrialization has its purpose. I mean, it's saved us a dramatic amount of time, and it's just it's how the game goes. Because we have people trying to, if everyone is trying to homestead, I don't think it would be a sustainable system as far as, having everything work. It's just like it takes a lot of time. And even if it was sustainable, let's just say it is sustainable, they can't progress as fast. It may or may not be good, but for the modern intentions, it just doesn't fit for a lot of people. Lassi, okay. Kaffir lime. I just try to keep an open mind to both sides. Like I'm not. Yeah. I just try to keep an open mind to both sides on anything, as much as I can. Um. Sorry. Oh, that feels good. I feel good now. You guys are like doing well. Like AK Fabe and Benny Loca. You guys are awesome together. You guys, I feel like there's definitely some connection there. It's kind of obvious, but definitely connecting pretty well. It's pretty cool. I will be right back. How do 1 second? I have to check the battery. I'm at 20%, which is not good. It's not terrible, but be right back, guys. Let's see. Oh, stop pumping hard work into a foul system. Part of the group of peppers and stuff. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Me, I'm not a prepper or something, but I'm kind of learning a lot from it and have some of the ideas that are compatible with certain things. So it's kind of where I stand. Like I know about rationing and stuff like that. So I'll just call myself a hybrid. I guess that's what I'll just go for. Something like that. I come from the perspective like of rations, because that was actually my job in the Marines. I was actually food service, so that was the origin of that. It had nothing to do with prepper or anything like that originally. Um, how to take care of themselves? Yeah, absolutely. Benny Loco, people did know how to do these things like making butter. Like I think if you mine, let alone millennials, but if you were to go to a Gen Z, which is the one after millennials, tell them to make butter. Tell them to make butter. Of course, without a device, but tell them to make butter. They would say you have to buy it at the store. You can't make butter at home. Something like that. That's what the answer I'd expect. So unless they specifically live on a farm that has to do with cows or something. Anyway, let alone millennials, my generation, yeah. Which I'm dead in. Anyway, just prepare the way all should be. Yeah, I think I'm kind of with you, Benny Loco. Then, I'm prepared, but I'm not a prepper. Something like that. Like I want to do some more survival courses. There's this specific one I want to do. It's kind of expensive, but it's something I wanted to do in the Marines, and I didn't get the opportunity. It's a survival course thing, and I want to do some of those. Um, Basically, they give you certain situations, like extreme situations that might not really be practical to most all people, but it does happen. It does happen, and there's a lot of skills and self reliance and stuff that comes with it. So yeah. 2 Gotcha, AK Fabe. Um, I don't know about that, Benny Loco. I mean, that's a lot of people do care a lot about their health. I mean, organic food and stuff. I don't. I'm not saying it just to be against you. I'm just trying to show the other side too. I try to be open. A lot of people do care a lot about their health. A lot of people don't know how to, and not everything the government does is bad. They do give a good food code. For sanitation and stuff like that. I try to be the in between. It's nothing. I'm not saying this to Benny Loco. I'm just saying this in general. But absolutely, like I do agree at the same time. A lot of people don't. Obesity rates are. Well, I guess never mind. That's a topic you're not supposed to talk about on YouTube. But certain health issues are a concern. Yeah, anyway. Certain health issues are definitely a concern. Probably quite a few, Benny Loco. Luckily, I don't watch any ads really because I have a YouTube Premium and I don't own a TV, but I of course I have seen cable, but yeah, it's probably quite a few. I haven't. Yeah, I can only imagine if you watch an hour of television, you'll see one. Probably one per hour or something like that. Per hour, like some people watch cable for 7 hours a day. Some people watch for 13. But yeah, anyway, so that means you've seen, let's just say, 13 commercials, probably a few repeats, so like 9 different commercials maybe. Um, Sometimes they give you more than one option right in the same video or ad. I have cable. Yeah, a lot of people don't. That's part of the struggle. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to get into that. But anyways, part of the struggle with YouTube is that with with cable having issues, a lot of shows and stuff are coming over to YouTube, and that's kind of been kind of the issue that part of the issue. And you gotta understand, I guess too. I try to be kind of in between like that. Companies do want to survive. Like if I owned a business, I wouldn't want it to fail. Obviously. So and at the same time, they want to protect their image coming over, and but at the same time, it's kind of like a conflict of interest for the original intent of YouTube being, YouTube. Get it? Yeah, YouTube. YouTube. It's you, not corporate tube. Um, and so, yeah. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I've already discussed this, on live. So, greed at the cost of our health. Understandable point there, Benny Loco. Understandable point. One thing, interestingly enough, I was learning about because I was looking into making laundry detergent at home. I have noticed that I believe laundry detergent at home, with the exclusion of boosters, baking washing soda, and maybe some other things. The base detergent is best to buy a commercial one because of basically homemade ones tend to suds up more, and which actually traps bacteria and such more dirt more. Because if you see a non-HE one, they're highly sudsing, and without that agitation process that because in HEs they don't have that high agitation process, it's much lower, and that's why it needs a lower different type of soap. And a lot of people are making their soaps for non-HE. There might be some HE recipe out there somewhere, but I spent some time looking into it because I was making washing soda and just like, I just want to get more in depth in it and see what else I can add. I've been doing essential oils for a long time, but I don't think that's necessarily the perfect answer. It's just that was kind of mine. I add it to the end of my dry cycle. Because it's gonna get heated off and stuff. So, and at the very end, just kind of let it go, like 1 minute or something. But anyway, this is how I do it. And alpaca wool. Don't use fabric softener. Please don't use fabric softener. I don't believe in it whatsoever. Alpaca wool balls, perfect. There's some other fabrics to use and stuff, but I think alpaca is the best from what I know. I'm sure there's some other stuff out there, but anyway. pack of wool, or is that pack of whatever it's called? Yes, pack of wool. I think. Anyway, government things solved. So they. It's an interesting conversation going on between these two guys here. I'm definitely listening. It's good to see different perspectives, and they're giving off some. Because there's, I don't mean to sound like so third party, but I mean there are like other people watching on the side too. Not everyone comments. I've learned, some people just like to watch them. They don't like to get all in the conversation and stuff. Um, you're not up. Oh, you're upset about how YouTube has changed. Used to be an open forum, yeah. I don't use fabric softener. I think it messes up my clothes. I agree. I don't think it's good for clothes whatsoever. It's the benefit of fabric softener is it causes things to not have that static charge, and it gives a pleasant scent. Now that pleasant scent is very chemical in nature, and that static charge is absolutely a thing that does matter. It causes dust and stuff to be attracted to your clothes. It's a big deal. But if you add a wool ball, you can literally get rid of the static charge. Now the scent, it's a little tough, but you can literally add natural scent to it. But for it to handle that heat and stuff, I haven't found a solid answer on that yet. But then again, I haven't really tried that hard. But the wool will get rid of that static. Loosens the threads. I don't know if I agree on that one. I don't specifically know. But I don't see that one. Humidifier to prevent that. What? I shock everything I touch. Using humidifier. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it could be your clothes. That could be the static charge. Could be a lot of things, Okay, fair enough, AKFA. But I do believe, I know for, when I said fabric softener, I meant dryer sheets, guys, by the way. That's what I meant to say, so you guys understand what I was trying to say. I was totally using the wrong word, but I also don't like fabric softener either. It's dryer sheets or fabric softener, but I meant dryer sheets when I was saying fabric softener. Just to correct what I was saying, because I just realized that. I was like, wait a second. That's what I really meant. Because I'm talking about static, and fabric softener is not for static. It's just separate. You've been hit by lightning twice. Very well. I've been close to being struck several times. I believe a bus I was in was struck once. Is either it was struck or it was right behind the bus. The bus stopped. Of course, the lady doesn't want to panic kids and stuff. It was fine, but yeah, pretty sure it was struck. But they could have stopped also because they're like, well, we can't drop off kids when it's lightning, or I don't know. after seeing that so close. You know, maybe I don't know. But anyway, all right. See you, Benny. Local or be right back. Okay. I might be getting off though, to be honest, right now. Um, Carolina Reaper is starting to settle. I feel it now. Talking about liquid downing, you were talking about dryer sheets. Yes. Okay. Fabric softener, I have to do a lot more. I didn't say liquid downy though. I said it just said fabric softener in general. Oh, I was talking about liquid downy. Okay, talking about dryer sheets. I was just talking about laundry in general. I didn't read your thing about the downy in specific. Um, but anyway, yeah, I was just saying for dryer sheets, I believe in the wool walls, and I need to learn more about fabric softener. But from what I've seen, I don't see any value to it. Now, maybe I should get an alternative fabric softener. Maybe it's completely unnecessary. So, yeah, I haven't used fabric softener in years. I don't think I've ever bought fabric softener as an adult, actually. Yeah, I've never bought it. I've used it, but I have never bought it. So I like used it like when someone put it in laundry or whatever, you know. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's just reusable. You just keep it in there. That's it. Um, Discharges your clothes, which like remember this. Anything they add, like dryer sheets, fabric softener, or something, is there for a purpose. So learn the purpose, so you can substitute the purpose or decide if it's not for you. You know, but definitely find out why the method to their reasoning. You know, first. Differently and worn several times between washings. Yeah, you're. There's still a lot of people who say you're supposed to wear it several times between washings as well. Like that basically the thicker the clothing, the more washes. Like coats are one of the ones that have stayed that we don't wash every time. By the way, guys, I think I have like 5% battery, so if it dies. Also, I plan to probably get off like I said, pepper. I feel the pepper now, and let's try to see if I can stay until Benny Loco comes back. But I will be getting off shortly. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'll be getting off in like 1 or 2 minutes, guys. So yeah, got like 6% left here. So 1950s video, people were wearing clothes 8 times before washing. Okay, that's probably a little too much. Yeah, it sounds a little excessive. Um, Now clothes were thicker before during like 70s and such. I know that's not the 50s, but I know specifically about the 70s because I looked about the clothes in the 70s. Um, so they were, you know, little higher quality than a lot of stuff we're using, like a lot of plastic clothing that we have now. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Have fun. Have a good night, guys. I'll wait a moment in case Benny Loco shows up, but she said she's taking her kid off to school or whatever, so I imagine it's imagine it's gonna take more than a few minutes. So yeah. So sorry about that, Benny Loco. Um, but I think I'll be getting off here. Thank you guys for watching. This was a great turnout, so I need to note this morning thing works for a lot of people. It seems like I had more people when I was a little earlier, so got a little later now. I guess this stream has been like 2 hours now, so a little over 2 hours. So maybe if I stream at like 5 a.m. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.